Greetings, everyone. I welcome you back. It's a good day to share this as we tend to witness and encounter more people in the world who are miserable. Miserable people are everywhere. Sometimes we feel miserable as well. To be miserable, sad, dejected, unhappy, down, despondent, low-spirited, and miserable people are often very negative. Have you ever met a miserable person in your life? I've dealt with a lot. I've worked with some. They are not pleasure to be around. If we decide to go through the list of why people can, and would be miserable, it's inexhaustive. We would need several weeks running through the list because in today's world, people find all sorts of reasons, excuses to dump themselves in the mystery baskets of the world. It tends to feel like we now live in a world when it's actually a badge of honor. It's it's a code that is accepted for people to belong to certain victim mentality communities and groups. So, and I don't know, but hey, one thing I do understand is it takes more to be miserable than to not be. Misery drains your life. It feasts on your soul. It ravages every area of your life and would destroy the host if it goes unchecked over a long period of time. I'm moved to do this because I've seen people lose their lives. I've seen people lose family, friends, loved ones because they have chosen misery. I've seen people miss out on fantastic opportunities that would have bettered their lives and moved them forward. But because they have chosen to be victims of misery, they have made up stories or have actually gone through things that got them miserable, but they have decided to make their whole identity in life as a miserable person. That is not helpful, not for the host of that misery or the people around them. Are you a miserable person? Are you one of those who never see anything good with life? You're constantly negative. You're the killjoy in every group you find yourself. You're the one who dampens the spirit of everybody else. I did have a friend, well, he's still a friend in my life, who was so negative when I began to interact with that person several years ago. So negative. Oh, I am so sick. I am dead. Oh, this thing is gonna kill me. Oh, it was irritating. I had to draw that person's attention to it. Why are you so negative? Why are you prone to confessing negative? And by the grace of God, that person has become, to a large extent, a little bit more mindful of his confessions of negativity. I'm not saying we shouldn't say what we feel, how we feel, or what the situation is, pretend that it's not there. But why would I go around saying, oh, I'm dead? Oh, this is gonna kill me. Why? Words have power, let's remember. We're told in Proverbs chapter 17, verse 22, a merry heart does good like medicine, but a broken spirit dries the bones. That's the King James Version, which is one of my lovely translations. I love the King James. I know a lot of people do not, but I do. But I'm going to read this in the easy to read Translation. Happiness is good medicine, but sorrow is a disease. The easy translation says, if you are happy in life, you will be well. But if you are sad and upset, your body will be weak. Miserable people. I understand that people have gone through stuff that has made them miserable, frustrated, beaten, shattered, broken. But do we have to stay in that state? One question I've asked several people that I've worked with over the years who have been through stuff, yes, abused by parents, went through all sorts of traumatic experiences, and they're still here. But right now, they've become addicts to alcohol, drugs, all sorts of dangerous lifestyles. I've asked the question, who is doing whatever broke your life? Who's doing it to you now? You didn't have any choice. Someone else did it to you in the past. You were a victim to someone else. But now, are you your own victim? Because the choice to pick up that bottle of alcohol several times every day or to ingest whatever brand of substances you have chosen, the choice is yours. You know this thing is not good for your health, but you do it anyways. I know that's why it's addiction. However, there is help. Many of those people do not want to be helped. My heart breaks for them. But I am focusing on how we can turn this around. We do not need to be victims perpetually for the things that have happened to us in our lives. Yes, I totally agree. Bad things happen to us. It has happened to everybody. If it's not come to you yet, wait for it. It will come. As far as you're a human being, a bad thing will happen. However, becoming a miserable person, it takes more energy, resources, time, power, investment to be miserable. It does. I have been there, done that, got the souvenir. I have. It didn't last long, but by the grace of God, I was able to come out of it with the help of the people around me. That's what I'm saying. Miserable people, they reject the help that's available. They don't want it. Some of them are nursing this thing as their baby. It's become a mission in life to just be miserable. Even when something good happens, they don't want to acknowledge because the nature now is just mystery. My friend, are you a miserable person? Or are you dealing with a miserable person? I ask that. I know it's not easy, but let's take a step back. Make a list. What are the things you do as a miserable person? What are the things you're doing that are not helpful to you? What are the things you're doing that keeps you in that miserable state? Are there other things you can do? Make these two lists. Are there people in your life that are feeding this miserable personality of yours? Are there people who are trying to help you to come out of it? Which of these groups of people are you going to continue to interact with? What are you enjoying from being miserable? What are the benefits? And what are the disadvantages? Life is short. I don't want to spend it being miserable. I naturally am a happy person, thank God. That doesn't mean I don't get sad by events and things that may happen around me, but by the grace of God, I bounce out, I snap out of them quickly with the help of the Lord and the people in my life. The bottom line is we will always meet miserable people. Let's not let them infest us, pollute us, rub off on us. When I go into a room, I study the characters in that room. The energy I meet there, if it is positive, it is good vibes, I mirror it, I match it. If it is a miserable one that drains life out of me, I make sure I infuse life into that group because I am alive. And that's what we should strive to be, lively, be alive. Because I'm sure many people who are no longer with us would, well, if they were given a second chance, they may want to choose life again. I hope that we will think about the miserable people we've got in our lives, be patient with them, do what we can to help, but let's not be drawn into that world and become miserable people ourselves. It is not helping. It is not helping the world. Rather, we see a multiplication of misery. I know there are lots of things going on in the world that want to keep the world subdued, oppressed, suppressed, and lost. But I pray that the Spirit of God will move and heal people, restore people from anxiety, depression, stress, undue pressure, pains and aches, sorrow that come with being human beings. It's been a pleasure to stop by again today. I hope to be back soon. You take care. God bless you.